Goku had more than 100 years inside the hyperbolic time chamber and had reached a very powerful stage that surpasses all gods and angels. Goku would prefer to stay longer in that place since he wanted to be superior to everyone, even superior to Daishinkan and Zeno-sama himself. Outside the room, after 100 days had passed on Earth, Bulma and the others assumed that Goku should have already died in that place, so they already accepted this fact, even though they had all loved Goku at the time, but they knew among themselves that accepting his death was something totally necessary. In the end, Goku was still a problem, and they resorted to the best way they could to hide it. In another place, Zeno-sama had been requesting Goku's presence for days to ask him for something and to play with him. Zeno-sama had not seen the Saiyan for a long time, so after all that time, he wanted to see him. Zeno-sama asked Daishinkan why Goku had not come if he had already asked him to visit. Daishinkan told Zeno-sama that he would take care of that, so Daishinkan went to Kaioshin of Universe 7 and asked him to see to it that Goku was at Zeno-sama's palace as soon as possible, because Zeno-sama wanted to see him. Kaioshin told Daishinkan that he would do so. However, Kaioshin did not know about what had been done to Goku by the destroyer god Beerus and the others, so after talking to Daishinkan, he went to his universe to warn Goku about Zeno-sama. Kaioshin tried to find Goku's ki to appear in front of him, but despite all of his efforts, he could not even feel a bit of Goku's energy. Why don't I feel Son Goku's energy? I've always felt it all the time, but now I try to look for his ki, it's impossible for me to find it. How strange. Did something happen to Goku? I'd better go to Earth and see where Goku is. After thinking about it, Kaioshin went to Earth in search of answers, so he went to Bulma, Vegeta, and the others to ask them where Goku was, because Zeno-sama requested his presence, and he might get angry. Vegeta was frightened by this, but Vegeta told Kaioshin, "If you ask about Kakarot, he recently went to train in the hyperbolic time chamber, because he said he wanted to become much stronger, and will be away for a while in that place," said Vegeta. After hearing this, Kaioshin understood why he did not feel Goku's ki, since Goku was in another dimension, and his capabilities did not reach that level, so he said to Vegeta, "Okay, I'll head to Kami's tower to go to that place. Zeno-sama can't wait." Vegeta was frightened by what Kaioshin said, because if he went to that place, he would notice the door to the hyperbolic time chamber had been destroyed, and would surely tell Daishinkan, who would then tell Zeno-sama, and Zeno-sama might get extremely angry. No, wait, don't bother him. He said not to interrupt him, no matter what was going on. You know Kakarot, he doesn't like to be disturbed while he's training, Vegeta said. Kaioshin found it very strange what Vegeta had told him. Alright, Vegeta, he said. Kaioshin said goodbye to everyone and teleported out of there. Vegeta, Bulma, and the others realized that Kaioshin would not listen to them, and that he would surely go to the hyperbolic time chamber to find Goku. So they had no choice but to bring Beerus to prevent Kaioshin from saying anything to Zeno-sama or Daishinkan. Meanwhile, Kaioshin arrived at Kami's tower, but found that the door to the hyperbolic time chamber was completely destroyed. He found that the attack that destroyed the door was made from the outside. But what happened to the entrance to the room? Did they purposefully destroy the entrance and exit of this place? What the heck happened? Wait, now I get it. That's why Vegeta sounds so nervous when I told him I was going to this place. He must have locked him in here. But why? I don't get it. Vegeta was very stupid by telling me about Goku being here. Maybe he didn't think I would come, but his assumptions were wrong. Kaioshin, after seeing this, tried to help Goku by telling Daishinkan about this, but before he could even move to leave the planet Earth, Beerus appeared in front of Kaioshin. Mr. Beerus, what are you doing here? Did you also come to visit Saiyan Goku? Wait, why are you looking at me like that? Don't tell me you're involved in all this. It's not possible, said Kaioshin. That's right, I've come here to prevent you from telling anyone else about this. If you do, you will pay dearly. I can't threaten you with death, because I depend on you to live, but I can do much worse things to you than death. So don't even think of saying a single word of this to anyone. You will simply tell Zeno-sama that Goku is training, and that he will soon visit him in his palace. Do you understand me? Kaioshin had no choice but to accept this. He went to Daishinkan and told him that Goku could not come to visit Zeno-sama because he was too busy training, but that soon he would come to visit him. Daishinkan told this to Zeno-sama, and Kaioshin of Universe 7 left the place without further ado. Thanks to this, those of Universe 7 were saved from suffering the wrath of Zeno-sama, which would surely have ended very badly. Zeno-sama, after what Daishinkan told him, preferred to wait for Goku to finish his training so as not to disturb him. Meanwhile, Goku in the hyperbolic time chamber would continue training non-stop. He would spend 1,000 years in that place. Goku already had a power that was practically unattainable, even for Zeno-sama himself. Goku's power was something unimaginable, even for the most powerful deities of the universe. By this time, Goku already had more than enough power to end the life of any being in existence. He had reached a state where what he had been 1,000 years ago no longer existed completely. Spending 1,000 years there without having contact with any individual caused him to have a much more independent and precise way of thinking. He would have learned and created many secret techniques that only he had. It had been long enough for Goku to feel like leaving there. Now my power is superior to any being in existence. They will pay for what they did to me. I will not forget it. I've been in this place for centuries, in complete solitude. But that's not made me forget the betrayal of the people who were supposed to be my friends. I see things differently now. I can't even trust myself. Why would I trust others? The only truth is that no matter what you do for them, they will only see the bad and negative side of things. Therefore, I will stand alone from now on, and he who wants to stand against my power will pay for it with his life. I've had enough of this place. It's not easy to look around you and see there's absolutely nothing, just empty space. Determined to leave, Goku began to increase his power more and more until... So, by increasing all his power, it only took him a few moments to make the whole room of time collapse and open infinite portals, which led to thousands of dimensions and different universes. The fact that there were so many dimensional and universal portals did not affect Goku at all, because thanks to that connection, he could feel the Kai of someone from his own universe in one of the portals for some reason. That ki was from Gohan, who was training with Goten, and Goten was increasing his power. Thanks to this, Goku would teleport to where Gohan and Goten were training. Goku appeared in front of Gohan, and he turned around and saw his father in front of him. This left Gohan speechless, and he would be very surprised to see all this, just like Goten. "Dad, you're alive! I didn't think you were. Even though I asked Shenlong to make you immortal, I didn't believe you were alive. How is it possible? It's been almost 4 years, and I haven't heard from you. Wait, were you in there for 1,000 years?" asked Gohan. "It's been over 1,000 years, Gohan, since the last time I saw you. All that was an infinite eternity," said Goku. "But every one of those years and days I was inside that place, I always remembered how my own friends betrayed me. I wanted to destroy everything around me every time that thought came to my mind. I had given them my trust, my very life, and I only received a direct stab in the back. Because of that, every one of those who betrayed me will pay for it. First, I'll go after Vegeta. Let's see what that bastard has to say." "Father, what do you mean? Are you saying that Vegeta was the one who locked you in there? No, he couldn't have. Kai talked to me, and thanks to that, I was able to make you immortal with the Dragon Balls. He didn't want to tell me who the ones were that had done all this to you. I suspected everyone but Vegeta. Why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense. Why do it at that moment, if he could have done it much earlier?" "Gohan, what matters is that he betrayed me, and he will pay for that." "Father, don't do it. You don't deserve to do this. Please, I beg you, don't kill him. You already forgave him once. It wouldn't be that hard for you to do it again. Even though I hate him now for what he did, I don't think you should hurt Vegeta. Surely he must have had his reasons." "Shut up, Gohan. I don't care now what you tell me. I don't care what anyone tells me right now. In the end, everyone knows how to stab in the back and destroy my trust. I was also able to tell Kai, even though I was locked inside the room, and he told me who was behind all this. At that moment, Goku was about to go to Vegeta, but Gohan, in Super Saiyan mode, with all his might, tried to stop Goku from doing that. This made Goku angry. "I told you to stay out of it," said Goku. Goku easily brushed Gohan off, threw him against some rocks, and left, leaving Goten stunned by what he had just witnessed. "What happened to my father? He's not even a shadow of his former self. I don't recognize him now," said Gohan. Meanwhile, Goku quickly arrived at Vegeta, who was with Bulma. Goku appeared in front of Vegeta. Both Vegeta and Bulma could not believe what they were seeing. They thought it was someone with the same appearance as Goku, but realized later it was in fact the real Goku. "What? This is impossible. Kakarot should have died long ago in that place. How is it possible he's still alive? He must have run out of food there, and besides, 1,000 years have already passed. This can't be real. Are you really Kakarot? Why am I shaking? What's wrong with me?" "Vegeta, I've waited for this moment for a long time," said Goku. "I spent all this time remembering over and over again what you did to me. I could never forget it. How could I? That was the reason I spent over 1,000 years in that disgusting place. I know who was involved in my imprisonment, and every one of them will pay for it." At that moment, Vegeta realized that Goku did not come with good intentions, and told Bulma, "Get away from this place as fast as possible, please, you don't belong here." Bulma ignored what Vegeta said, but she thought she could explain things to Goku and fix everything. This turned out to be a terrible mistake. Goku, far from even answering her, stared her in the eyes with a great fury and coldness that made Bulma understand that her words would not help at all. Goku was about to hit Bulma, but at that moment, Vegeta quickly stopped Goku. "I told you to get out of here, stupid. Don't you understand?" said Vegeta. Bulma, after seeing all this, listened to Vegeta and fled the scene, leaving Goku and Vegeta alone. "I won't let you do anything to her, Kakarot. What the hell is wrong with you? And how come you're still alive? You should have died a long time ago." "Vegeta, to your surprise, they made me immortal, so despite the time I spent inside that place, it didn't have any effect on me. And thanks to my immortality, I didn't need to consume food to survive either. But let me tell you, you were very stupid. Why would you lock me up and then allow them to make me immortal? You're an idiot, Vegeta. If you're going to betray me, at least do it right, you bastard." "But how? When did all that happen? Wait, don't tell me that was the reason Gohan was asking Bulma for the balls. We were so naive." "Vegeta, finally, after a long time, the time has come for you to pay for everything." "Kakarot, what are you saying? You don't have to do this. I only followed Beerus' orders, you must understand. If I didn't, he would destroy planet Earth, and you know that none of us would want that." "Damn, Vegeta, you should have discussed that with me first. Instead, you chose the easiest option, to betray me and lock me inside there so that I'd never come out. I know that all this, in principle, was planned by all the gods of destruction, and they too will get what they deserve later," said Goku. "Then I have no choice. I see, Kakarot, so you want to fight. I've also increased my power a lot, if you don't believe it. I'll take away that confidence from you, you damn insect." Vegeta was about to attack Goku, but he would stop instantly because he felt a deep fear. Out of nowhere, Vegeta began to sweat from fear. Vegeta did not understand what was happening. However, this was an involuntary reaction of his body towards the immeasurable power of the Saiyan. "What's wrong with me? Why am I so afraid? What's going on?"